Yo, what up? Welcome to another episode of the Commanders Draft Show. Listen, we got a big one today. We got wide receivers. We got a ton of wide receivers that the Washington Commanders can target in this year's draft. We got like 16 of them. And we're probably going to add some more down the line from the comment section. That's about all I got. Let's get right to it. Yo, what up? Welcome back to the Commanders Draft Show. We got me, we got Cal, we got Smokers in the building. He's on audio. DT is, I don't know. This is unlike DT. Like, I don't know. Maybe he popped the question and he just celebrating right now. I don't know.
I didn't know that was on his mind.
Don't tell him I said that. But absolutely appreciate y'all being here. Cal, what's good? How you feeling, man?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Another blessed Sunday. I was able to volunteer at church earlier this morning and just glad that everyone's here. And this is the wide receivers, man. This is the big payday for a lot of people. This is a big talking point on getting Jaden Daniels some more weapons. And my goodness, do we have a plethora of prospects that we're going to discuss. And I will say, man, this panel, the players that they put together, it's some big hitters, and that should excite everybody.
Yeah, that you say that. I guess I gotta pull it up. I don't know what DT at, but we're gonna figure it out.
If only Radar would come in and chop it up with us, you know.
We know that ain't how. Rudy, what's up, man? Appreciate you. What's going on, T? Appreciate you for pulling up as always. Get this thing low. Oh yeah, it's taking forever. Oh man, it's probably 20 minutes long.
It's all.
But yeah, man, outside of that, in Commanders land, like over this weekend, we had the flag football. I mean, like overall, what do you think about flag football? We not about Jaden and Burrow and Ryan Ross and all that. Just the because let me go back a little bit. I don't think this was the actual event that they were expecting when they first launched this, right? Because it was supposed to be over in Saudi Arabia, right? But Saudi Arabia is in the middle of everything that's going on, right? So you can't have a flag football tournament with NFL players when you got lights going over their head while they a football game, right?
You can't have balls flying in the air when you've locked down the airspace. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. I didn't watch it. But like for me personally, Deuce, like flag football was an outlet for me and my buddies when we stopped playing in high school. A couple of us weren't good enough to play, obviously, collegiately. So we got into flag, competitive men, and it was the way that I played flag was different, where you had 3 down linemen. There was rushing, there was blocking, but linemen could also go out for passes as well. So it was hyper competitive, and that's the way I think flag should be played. It shouldn't be basically a 7-on-7 like they're doing in the Olympics. I think they're doing it the wrong way because it really truly isn't like football when it's just 7-on-7, but it's fun. It's like the NBA All-Star game of that type of football where it's like not really that much defense is going on. It's just about throwing.
What's up, Kitty? What's up, Radar? Is finally in the building. Cat is in the building. Key, what's good? Radar is here. And that is his mock draft 1 trade back from 7 trade back that we're going on for the next few weeks. So DT don't know this, but he's up for next week with trading back from 7. But he's in the background, but he'll pop up sooner or later. So like when I was playing ball, right? And I was approached to play flag football. So originally I was like, nah, I ain't playing no flag football. I ain't doing that. Because in school, when you play flag, it's just like, it's just like playing with the classmates.
It's what you do at PE.
Yeah. It's just like regular old stuff. Like, man, I ain't playing that, man.
Right.
I'm 23 years. I ain't playing no flag football. So when I finally, because they had a meet. So I was like, all right, told my man, I go. They had a meeting at what's the jump? Where they be walking around? they got the boom booms out. What's the restaurant?
Oh, Hooters.
Hooters. Yeah, Hooters. They had a team meeting at Hooters, right? So when we talking about it, man, just come try it out, man. It ain't like how you think. So I get out there to they practice, and they practicing, and they hitting. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, not like tackling, but they rap hitting and pulling.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, this job physical. So let me try it out. Man, I played for like 4 years, man. I had a time, man. We used to go to Ohio, Florida, Pennsylvania. Man, we went everywhere for different tournaments, and we played over here on Eli, over in DC. That's where we
Okay.
before they put the baseball and all that. I mean, that's what we play. It's called 8-man, right? We had a
Yep.
center and the two linemen, and everybody can go out for routes. Everybody
Yep.
can go out for routes.
Played the exact same
Um,
rules.
yeah, so like I enjoyed it, man. Like I had a ton of fun, a ton of fun. There was some dudes out there, especially when you went to Florida, like you saw all types of amazing things, right? Like
Oh
the
yeah.
stuff that people were seeing this weekend from the actual USA team, like that's what this type of stuff that they do at nationals down in Orlando. And I think it's one weekend in January. I forgot which weekend it is, but
Mm.
man, you see different like ball players, basketball players, all types of stuff down there. So like flag gets a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? But if you really know the game, if you've been around it, it's a lot of fun to play, man.
Absolutely, it is. One of my, like you said, it gets heated, and it absolutely does. A friend of mine back in the day, Pierre, he was like a semi-pro MMA fighter, but everyone knew he could fight growing up, and he was on our team. Went against a team we played in Rockville, and there was a team. The quarterback was a talker, bro, huge talker, and we ended up basically winning the game. My buddy Murph picked them off on their last drive to end the game where we won, and the redheaded white dude on their team came up and tackled him from behind because he was pissed. It was just you know how those sort of things build up.
Yeah.
It builds up throughout the game, and he ends up hitting him, and so it causes this huge scuffle. Now I'll never forget. Pierre walks up, and it's like basically like one of those dance things where it's like you have a huge pile of people around, but then there's like nothing in the middle. And I see Pierre walk up, and that quarterback walks up, a big white dude, bearded, kind of bigger guy. But I see Pierre square up, and that guy squared up with Pierre, and I just saw two jabs, mop, mop, and I just saw the guy's head go back twice, real quick, bing, bing, and then I saw the his blood start trickling out of his nose, and then his girlfriend started screaming at me from the sideline, like I didn't do anything. I was trying to tell him to stop, but when when you mess with the bull, you get the horns, so to speak. Not my fault that your guy was talking too much. But like
It can get crazy, bro.
that's
Yeah,
how
it
it
gets
was in
real
Rockville,
competitive.
dude. Like it gets really, really competitive. Was a part
Yeah.
of multiple fights.
It's DT. You're not waiting on me, are you?
What's he doing?
I don't know. He's waiting on me.
Oh, look, he's clean shaven. Look at him. You're muted.
Yeah, because the link wouldn't let me get through the other way, so I had to send a link from the group chat to go on my other account. So that's why I couldn't get in like regularly.
Ah.
Ah.
So I was saying, I was like, this isn't like DT. DT's usually early.
Sound like they blaming it on me. That's what it seems like. First, Kyle say, the link you sent me didn't work. Like, it didn't work for the last 3 weeks. It worked first 2 weeks. And DT coming in here.
This is from me because what I see is white mode. This is just like what Deuce sees on his Twitter. This is so nasty.
Shout out to white mode.
White mode is crazy, bro.
Oh man. So do you have the controls, DT?
I do not have controls. However, I did send a video to you. So
yeah, I got the video, but I was trying to chill. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I know.
What's up, DT? How was your weekend, man?
It was good. My godson turned 1, and long ride back, most definitely, but definitely had some fun seeing my godson in Raleigh.
Good, man. Glad to hear that. I'm glad that we could get all the videos to you, by the way, before you had to go traveling and everything. Glad that all worked out.
Yeah, most definitely.
My.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Smoke?
Well, who's that?
No. Nah, I'm on the road. I'll be home in a minute.
Can't even see you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He's on his radar
I'm
stick
behind the
today.
wall like
Oh,
I'm
yo,
Chuck.
he went from smoke to mist.
I smoke.
All right, man. So, like, what's your thoughts on the? All right, so like we talked about, we used to play flag, and I don't know, Smoke or DT play flag, but Smoke was the first center in the DMV to pull, right? So I'm quite sure he has some experience. But one thing I do know about flag football, right? It be like those 55-year-old quarterbacks, beer belly, slow as a mug. You cannot pull their flag. Like, they hip work is insane, right? Like, the hip work is insane. So like when you watch flag football and you watch, like, if you watch it this past weekend, the stuff that you saw them guys do, that wasn't even nowhere near the surface of what they're actually able to do with other people on the other side. That's just as good as they are.
No, you're absolutely right. I've seen some older dudes playing quarterback where they'll line up 10 yards behind the center, walk backwards, and then sling it the entire width of the field. So it's amazing to see what some of these guys can do once they're out there. But flag was one of the most fun times that we've ever had. A lot of good laughs. Never forget my buddy Brandon Martin juking this guy out of his cleats, like completely breaking his ankles, and his whole team was laughing on top of us, which I felt terrible for the guy, but it was a funny thing to witness.
Did y'all have a problem with Jaden at all?
No.
Oh my gosh, bro.
He's getting a workout in, man. He's sweating. He's choreographing with Joe Burrow with the same wristband. I don't know why
that was insane. Bro.
Why they needed wristbands, I have no idea, but glad to see they're in sync.
Kyle was dialing it up. He was dialing it up for him. But not though, like all serious, like there was like I don't want to say a group of people, but there were some people actually like, man, you running routes, you doing this, like, and I kind of think about them like, bro, like if you knew the type of workouts that they do, like you would probably go insane, right? You know what I'm saying? Because even Bill was posting some stuff, and just imagine the stuff that he was doing wasn't even nowhere near what they was like. Jaden was barely even moving, like even just playing a little wide receiver, like the joint with Burrow fell, like when the dude pushed him and he fell, bro. I know the Bengals was just like going crazy, the Bengal fans, when they saw that. I was like, bro, like dude diving at him like that, like like he must ain't get the memo. Like you can't dive at no Joe Burrow, bro.
And this is like what I meant the entire time, Deuce, is like if you are really petrified and worried that your quarterback's going to get injured in that sort of scenario, then you pick the wrong quarterback. And like if they're that brittle, then they can't play in the NFL. I understand that there is some danger attached to it, but at the end of the day, this is a contact physical sport, and I'd rather somebody be getting a workout in and at least sweating a little bit than just sitting on their sofa the entire year.
What's up, Gary? Yeah, we definitely gonna get into the mock draft. We did 5 straight weeks of no trade back, and then the next few weeks are gonna be trading back from 7. To see what those look like. Radar started up. We're gonna get into that towards the end of the show. But DT, I sent you another link if you want to try that out. And
I should not have opened it on my phone. Godly, I'm stupid. Yo, I'm so cooked right now. I can't even see comments. That's nasty.
He said he got the white screen.
Can you send it again so that way I can open it on my laptop?
Now I sent it to your email. I actually sent the.
I know what happened.
Okay.
My ADHD kicked in, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?"
Oh no, I don't think I'm supposed to be laughing at that. Wait a second. No, I got ADHD too, so I can laugh.
Did you see what Sean? Did you see what Sean said?
I see it. Let's see.
He said the Boom Boom's restaurant.
Oh yeah. I couldn't remember what that drink was called, man. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Oh boy.
Just log in, log back out. It's the same. It got you in here.
They do? Okay,
Yeah.
let me go.
So just let's log out. Go back. What's up with you, Smoke? What you been up to, man? You on the road, man? Everything good?
Yeah, man, I'm on the road, but be home in a few. Now I watched the flag joint. I found out, hey man, NFL dudes, stick to putting pads on.
Yeah.
Stick to putting pads on. You're not as agile and things of that nature as these guys, man. Like after watching it, I say, man, you know what? If I am going to use NFL guys, I'm gonna try to get like the like Avante Turpin and things of that nature. Guys that are twitchy, guys that are
Yeah.
just fast and stuff like that, man. So and then you got to know the playbook because the USA team, they can hand the ball off. And next thing you know, they shaking every backer out there, every corner, stuff like that, because they know how to use their hips and stuff. That's what it's about in flag and stuff like that, man. Getting leverage and using hips and things of that nature. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Of course, I had to cut it on after my Blue Devils played yesterday, but for the most part, I enjoyed it and stuff like that.
It's because in the NFL players that play football, Smoke, you know this. The guys that dance around and do all that are usually the ones that take one on the chin more times than not. So they're used to just running straight, right? They not wasting movements, not wasting time or yardage, just getting upfield. It's a completely different game with flag. That one play I saw I think it was the quarterback or wide receiver where he bends down all the way. His knee touches the ground. He was down. You know, right there, it wasn't even a touchdown. As soon as your knee touches, that's it. But you know,
but
I
they
guess
gotta move. Like it's actually a move to where the runner tries to get that low on purpose.
Yeah.
But like you say, if the knee touches the ground, you're down right there. But yeah, that's actually a move that these guys practice and stuff like that. Because the low man wins in flag football. You know what I mean? It's just like in real football. Low man wins.
All right, man. Waiting for DT to get set up so we can get into
Big Brock is back.
Yeah, I see him, and we trying to give Smoke some time too. Let me see. I think, yeah, man. For me, man, like I'm glad like everybody came out good. But like that's an entirely different sport, right? But Robert ain't got no like Robert out this joint acting like they need a Hall of Fame. I'm like, bro, I don't know if y'all saw his comment on that.
Yeah,
like,
I did.
the great flag football players. This is USA. And you're like, bro, all right, man. If you say so. Oh, it's in the if you look in the comments, Brock, it's all in the comments. And I mean in the description.
Yeah.
All the YouTube's in the description, Brock.
I do have some notes with me, you know what I mean? I don't want to hold the show up. I'm literally like 10 minutes away from the house. So
yeah, we filibustering like a mug, and then waiting on DT to get doing whatever he's doing. But I ain't had no problem with it at all, man.
Nah, I actually, like when I saw Jaden like playing, you know what I mean, they do that 2 quarterback system and he letting it rip. I'm like, man, whew, I can't wait, bro. Just his throwing motion. We all know his throwing motion. You know what I mean? Like, if we see one of them silhouettes of where the quarterback is blacked out, we know who's throwing the ball when it comes to Jaden. You know what I mean? And I just saw that yesterday, and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait. Let me ask this question before we go. Deuce, did you watch it? Oh, man, never mind. My question is relevant then. I was going to ask, is there a receiver that was on that field that you wouldn't mind having with us?
It was a lot of a lot of people that wasn't advertised was out there. Because Devontae Smith was out there. Well, maybe he was advertised. I ain't see it. Yeah, I would like to have Devontae Smith. He was out there. Stephon was out there. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm afraid for him coming back to playing this area, right? Because I know how they are, right?
Devontae Adams was there.
Yeah, Devontae Adams. OBJ was there. He had no big gloves on, you know what I'm saying, doing OBJ stuff. But we got to
That
keep this in
one-handed
mind.
catch from Jada.
The field, it was only like 50 yards and half of a football field.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even a full field, right? So
which is nothing to Jaden.
Right, like we got to keep all that in perspective.
Dude, the ball, I saw that one replay of him throwing the deep ball on the right sideline. And I said this to my wife when we went and saw the Atlanta game 2 years ago when we made the playoffs. Like the ball coming off of his hand, it just jumps.
Yeah.
Like when you watch Sam Hartman throw the football, it kind of dies midair. With Jaden, as soon as it leaves his fingertips, it's like a rocket is attached to it. And it's honestly incredible.
Oh no,
So
I
we
would
were
love
watching.
Diggs.
Oh, my fault.
I would love Diggs, Brock. Like ain't got nothing to do with on field stuff, right? But I know his folks personally, and I know like it's a lot of distractions here. So that'd be my only concern. But that's off the field. Like on the field, I wouldn't mind it at all for sure. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. DT will be on. I don't know something, but I think I have to set up because I didn't even look because I was like, yeah, DT got. All right, first up, like Carnell Tate and Mekhi Lemon from Radar. Let me get this on screen.
Carnell Tate is somebody we should all be looking at very, very legitimately.
All right, here we go.
Is Radars, right?
Yeah.
Let me go full screen.
Oh, I'll move it over. I just try to be cute. Let me move it over.
I like how Tate get off the line of scrimmage. He didn't see, from what I saw, he didn't see a lot of press man. He didn't. From the stuff that I looked at. I mean, I did see some clips of press man, but for the most part, if you 3 yards, 5 yards off, his release is good, man. I like Carnell.
Yeah. Is the video playing?
No, it's not. I'm just trying to get the boxes up so y'all can get in here.
Dude, look how many linemen defenders are on the ground right now. Ohio State just abusing them. That's tough. You see that?
And I like, and there was a lot of like I saw on the timeline when they was talking about nuance, this week, with Carnell Tate.
With Carnell, I brought up this to other people last week. I said, look, I understand the production is not up there with like Jordan Tyson or Mekhi Lemon, but the question needs to be asked. If they had Jeremiah Smith on their teams, meaning Jordan Tyson or Mekhi Lemon, how much of their production would have fallen?
Great point.
Based on them not being there, right? So, like, I think that has a lot to do with it because having Jeremiah Smith on your team is obviously going to dictate a lot of targets. And you can make the argument that Carnell Tate probably, if he was better, he'd be getting more. And I understand that. But I think that they had their own roles carved out for them. But if Carnell Tate was alone, I think he would have gotten more of those targets. I think it's very easy to say that.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
He's back.
And it's kind of reversed with a guy that I'm real quick. It's kind of reversed with a guy I'm a go over. If we talk about Ryan Williams for next year, like Bernard stepped up this year. You know what I mean? So Ryan Williams' number wasn't the same, but yeah, boy, y'all got it.
That's a great route. He's at the bottom of the screen.
He's showing he's blocking it, and it's spaghetti and Cosmic. Oh, what happened? Oh, man. And then Gunner said he was facing wide receiver twos this year, but like I question the Ags, how many wide receiver ones did they even play? I mean, how many CB that
Right.
was like legitimate CB1s that they played against, right? It's not like every team that they played against had a legitimate CB1. So it's like anytime when you see faults in certain wide receivers, and you like just with this, well, he had somebody on the other side, or he's going against wide receiver twos. Well, you got to do the same thing for the other prospects too, right? You
And at
got to look
least
at
for
their
this
squad and see
season,
how their squad was bent. Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. At least for
at
this season,
least for
right?
this season, he's gonna be saying CB2s. You know what I mean? Like, if we take them and Terry still there, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So
Did you see
Yeah, I
that
guess that's
second to
just
last play though, where he ran that comeback to the outside? The outside
yeah, I
corner
saw
was
that.
giving him
Yeah.
the inside, and he completely foiled him to go outside. That was very well done. It was the one after this. Yeah, here it is. It's getting him the
Look at
inside.
off the route, man. Like he just
Thank you, baby.
and I think another thing is a lot of people's upset about like the wide receiver class, right? Because they might not think there are no wide receiver ones that should be drafted in the top 10. But Tyson, but you got his injury stuff. But like, I mean, the team needs it. I mean, what do you want them to do if they can't move back? Right? Like
It
look
takes
at
two to
man.
tango.
I
It
don't I
takes
don't
two
I
to
don't get
tango.
it, bro.
And look, I said this on Twitter yesterday in regards to what because that guy Brandon put out a tweet saying, what do you think they're looking for in complimenting Terry? And the point that I was making is they've already shown you the blueprint of what they want to complement Terry. They want a possession wide receiver that can stretch the field. That's why they went after Alec Pierce. A lot of people will look at Noah Brown right now and say that's not what he is. He's purely a possession receiver. Well, if you look at Noah Brown 2 years ago, Noah Brown was one of the highest in the league at making PIs on him
That, bro.
on deep balls, right? Stretching the field. And that's the key Wheatley catching him on that one too. But the point being is that Carnell Tate fits that
Is
mold.
Makai
He's
Lemon.
6'2".
And just another
Sorry, Deuce.
and no, it's like he's not just beating, like y'all say, oh, who is he playing against? Who's the wide receiver, the cornerback too, like all that stuff. But it's not like he's just almost beating them. Like he's destroying them. Right. He's beating these guys by like 5 yards. Right. So like if he was barely beating these guys, or if he was being shut down, but all right, I can see your point. But he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do against these guys that y'all say are quote unquote CB2.
He's a big, tall wide receiver that can stretch the field, and I think that's what Jaden did at LSU at hitting deep balls with having a plethora of targets available. Makai Lemon is one of the most dependable wide receivers in this draft class,
Yeah,
man. It's
for
honestly
sure.
incredible. That touchdown catch he has against Michigan, which I'm sure is on here, is phenomenal. If the
I
ball's
mean, look at the
anywhere around him, he's
separation.
coming down. Oh, yeah.
He's just too tough, bro. Like you just
He is.
he's just too tough, man. He catches everything.
That's the one. That was the one
Puts
right
the back
there.
of shoulder on. Yeah.
Yep. The defender was draped all over him. I don't know how he came down with this football. Look at that. My goodness.
Falling away. Like it's insane, bro. The body balance he has. Look at this. I wonder if that was a wide cornerback too. That was a good push off right there, though.
Yeah, it was.
And another thing, like we want to look at these wide receivers. Like when you got these top wide receivers and they looking for certain traits, they looking for guys that can block too.
Yep. And
But
that's
he's
the
a
one thing
dynamic playmaker, man.
Carnell Tate is
He's
very, very
dynamic.
good at his blocking. That's disgusting.
He's so dynamic, man.
Lemon should not be given that much cushion.
Brock don't like none of them. Look at that one. Who threw that? That was ugly.
But he shows you the contested
He's on the
catches.
boundary. He's at the top of the screen.
Yep.
Look at that. And that's the thing about these wide receivers, man. Like, I know we say, oh, he can do the slide, he can do, but you want I want a wide receiver that can line up anywhere.
Ooh.
That was a tough catch. Look at this, bro. Look at that post. Oh my god, that corner post.
Here's my boy.
Look at that catch. That's an NFL catch too. Look at that.
Yeah, it is. Somebody asked me a couple years ago, what's the most dependable stat for a wide receiver? And to me, it's the contested catch rate. Because in the NFL, you want separation. You can't always get it with such great corners. And so you got to make sure that if somebody's draped on you, you got to be able to come down with the football. And that's one of the reasons why Terry has been so successful in the NFL. His contested catches, he's one of the best at it. He doesn't get enough credit for it.
All right, here we got Jordan Tyson.
Yes. J-Man himself. The injury history is obviously there, but he showcases everything that you're looking for in a number one wide receiver. He's able to stretch the field north and south. He's 6'2". He's a bigger dude that doesn't lack in foot speed whatsoever. He shows phenomenal footwork and being able to create separation. This one in particular. Look, this is a simple first down on 2nd and 9. But when you see it up close, you see the stutter step to the forcing the corner to step inside and then steps again
I'm sorry
outside.
to cut you off, Kyle.
No, you're good. It's just an easy pitching catch.
Look at that. Like this is play side hash mark.
Yep.
Like, look, he's on the play side. And it's not like there's a ton of space over there. And look how much space he's able to create with 5 players in the vicinity.
The dead leg.
Watch this. Look at that. That much space, bro.
Easy pitch and catch. And that's what I mean is like he really shows you everything that you're looking for in a number one wide receiver. The short area quickness and twitch. This is the end around where he stiff arms for a touchdown. This got called back for a penalty, but this was an absolute amazing catch and throw by the quarterback in him at the sideline. Here again is him in his short area being able to move guys. This is the short screen being able to just showcase how you can utilize him. And one thing we saw last year with Cliff Kingsbury, he loves to mimic the running game using those short screens to be able to do so. The little out and up.
Like you hopping right there.
This was an amazing catch.
Yeah, that's a great catch.
1st and 15, you need big yardage. You go to number 0.
Great route.
I like to include the down and distance in my videos because I think that a lot of these guys, what they do on 3rd and 2, on 3rd down, 4th down, it's very. I don't know why I included Cole.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, who was that? I was like, he played defense too. Hold up.
that was Cole Wisniewski, man. My bad. He's just so gifted at everything you possibly want him to be able to do. And I include those down. And this is at the end of the game. They've been down. They're down. I think they're tied. Either they're down by 2 or 3. And he comes through for that touchdown. So that's one thing that I will say about Mekhi Lemon and Jordan Tyson is that their teams depended on them when the games were on the line. And Jordan Tyson came through with a phenomenal route being on the same level. Chris Bell is one of the most intriguing prospects. He's coming off his ACL. I felt terrible.
I want to see this route real quick. The goal line drink. Oh, shucks. Hold up.
It should be coming up soon.
Getting cute with the slow-mo.
Big Brock hates wide receivers.
Yeah, I don't want none of them. Look at this route, bro. Look how afraid he is. One simple move.
And he's already complaining to
All right,
somebody.
who we got up? Chris Bell.
Yeah, Chris Bell. So he's one of the most intriguing guys in this class. Tore his ACL at the end of the year. I felt terrible for him when Moss, his quarterback, got injured and they had to put in a true freshman. He was literally like a prisoner at that point. But he plays like Debo, a big, thicker dude. I think he's sitting at 220, 6'2", 220. But you see a lot of his routes being in the middle of the field, getting their stretches, and it's hard to bring him down as a DB because of how fast he's running and how big he is. But he also shows the ability to have spectacular catches, the contested catches, like here, just creating enough separation, bring the football in, a dependable set of hands, and you can really rely on him. That was a tough catch to make and a quick turnaround to pick up the first down.
Yeah, he working. He does kind of remind me of Debo.
Just in the way that after the catch and that he's so tough to bring down. This is one of the best catches he had. Goes up a high points
He
that
runs
football.
heavy.
Yeah, getting that contact.
He runs heavy. He runs heavy too.
Big Brock, dude. I have Jacoby Lane later on, my man. Hold on. Trust me, I got you, Big Brock. Jacoby Lane's
who's
one of
this?
my boys.
Elijah. Who got Elijah?
Who was Elijah Surratt?
Who got Elijah Surratt?
Let me look.
DT, you there, DT? I think he's having some issues.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Sunday,
much of him. So I'm gonna be learning as I go, but I do know that he is probably the second of the two if you're looking at Indiana, where Omar Cooper is really rising up draft boards right now.
Big Brock said he got him over Tyson.
Who? He's got Jacoby Lane over Tyson?
Adjustment. No. This kid right here, Surratt.
He's got Surratt over Jordan
NFL
Tyson.
Catch. Yeah.
Yeah,
the over the head catch. Yeah. Unc said he boycotting until he talk about OSU. But these his guys. I think something going on in the background or something.
You weren't kidding though. That is an NFL catch with the DB draped all over you, back shoulder. You got a Willie Mays that catch. And I don't think a lot of people understand how difficult of a catch that is with a helmet on.
Yeah, another thing we need, like wide receivers that can adjust for those broken plays, man, because them scramble joints, because Jaden be moving around in the pocket, and we're going to need guys that's able to adjust and move with him. Look at this.
Well, hopefully,
oh my goodness.
Hopefully in the new offense, Deuce, we won't have to rely on that so much anymore. Hopefully the play action is doing its thing. Mega Blake. From what is this?
This the second DT guy? Yeah, Omega Blake. Yeah. No, I think it's the Florida Atlantic kid, right? No, it's a Charlotte kid.
He's got a C on it. Oh, Charlotte. Thought it was Chattanooga. I need to know what his measurables are.
Yeah, we might got to come back to these guys.
I got to figure out where he's getting these highlights from.
Yo, I'm here.
Let me look at his measurables, Deuce. I know DT has it, but he's got some going on. So Smoke.
What conference is Charlotte in?
What's up, Kyle?
Anybody know what conference Charlotte in? Because definitely could be one of them AP type dudes.
Charlotte and the
He's running by everybody.
Oh man,
the
American Conference, the American.
Oh, that's
Conference.
Big Brock. Big Brock. Yep, Big Brock said it right when you did. American Conference.
PFF doesn't even have him listed.
And Unc said American East. Oh, he must be a transfer. He must be a transfer.
It's the same cat?
Yeah. I guess he transferred to Arkansas.
Or was Arkansas... this had to be this year because that's Taylor Green, unless...
Yeah, so maybe he was there last year and he transferred.
To Charlotte?
No, he was at Charlotte.
I think he transferred.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, I hope it wasn't the reverse. Like, man.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is this year's tape. He can run, though. He can run.
How is he not listening?
All right, Smoke, you up next. Jeremy Bernard.
Jeremy Bernard, man. 6'1", 206 out of Alabama. 4'4", 840. I'm disappointed in the vert. 32.5 vert, 10.5 broad jump. He's a very versatile receiver. 70.9 PFF grade. He has 6 touchdowns in 2025. Let me see. I got him evaluated as like, that second to third round receiver. He also has 17 carries for 107 and 2 touchdowns this past season. Forced 8 missed tackles. He's a transfer kid from the University of Washington. He was at Washington with their head coach, Kalen DeBoer. And another thing is he only had 4 games with 5 or more targets. You know what I mean? So he wasn't like I guess a volume guy, but he made the most of his opportunity. You know what I mean? Especially like I said earlier, you had a Ryan Williams, and then I cannot think of the other receiver that emerged this year for them as well. So yeah, I really like Bernard, man. Like if you ask me, he's more in that. Like I compare him to DJ Moore. I compare him to like a younger DJ Moore.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's what I see on film, and he can still give you that Debo aspect of the offense. Like I say, just being versatile.
Ain't nobody check him on that, John. Right down the field.
Yeah, he okay. Irk Rivers. Hey, this is a top 30 visit kid. I used 2 sets of highlights with Irk Rivers, man. He's a top 30 kid, top 30 visit kid. Irk Rivers, 5'10", 176, 4.35 40, 37-inch vert. He got a 37-inch vert at 5'10", a 10.7 broad jump. He's a typical Z receiver. I go off this is a 2024 film right here. 1,172 yards, 12 touchdowns with FIU. Transferred to Georgia Tech and didn't have the production. He had about close to 700 at Georgia Tech, but you know what I mean? Georgia Tech had a good running back, and their quarterback is a runner as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like that's why I tried to include the FIU film. Let me
Smoke, I did watch him yesterday a lot, and I actually made a tweet about him that he is a Hayabusa motorcycle, where he really is a smaller kind of cat, but man, does he have a get off and go straight down the field. And you're absolutely right. His production wasn't there because he wasn't targeted a lot. Like he wasn't the number one guy, but man, he made the most of his opportunities given to him.
And look at him. He running past ACC corners just like he did for FIU. Yep. You know what I mean? This dude, he
can't put a safety over the top.
Look, he was a walk-on at Memphis, transferred to FIU, and then now he at Georgia Tech. You know what I mean? Like he bet on himself.
I will say this. Everyone that plays NC State's defense stays the hell away from Devin Marshall. Every time you see NC State getting thrown on, it's number 7, number 21. You'd never see it on Devin Marshall. And his matchup between him and Devin Marshall and Eric Rivers was phenomenal. I really enjoyed that one. I think Eric Rivers is going to be a good pro.
Bro, he's just running past people. Like, it gives you that worthy vibe.
70. Hold on, give me this quick stat. 72.7% of his snaps out wide, 27.3 in the slot.
Oh yeah, that looked like Terry during the playoff game.
Yeah, Zachariah Branch. He was really. He does a lot of those wide receiver screens. Georgia loves using him there, but that's not only where he's going to be good at.
But he could definitely take them joints to the house.
You get this. That could be an Oscar Delp highlight right there of him blocking. He just creates so much space with his blocking. It's phenomenal.
Pressure. Yeah. These guys is exciting, man. We're gonna get to Skylar Bell. I think somebody got Skylar Bell, right? Let me see.
No, Smoke.
Yeah, Smoke. We got Skylar Bell later. Chuck was good, Chuck. Just the receiver head, Smoke. Y'all commanders love y'all West Coast system. That's a great assessment, though.
Just want to stretch the field, man. Want to be explosive and hit downfield, and Eric Rivers definitely does that.
He brings special teams ability too, so it's multiple phases. I don't got him as that 71 pick, more like 5th round if you ask me, 5th, 6th round guy.
And it definitely does reek of an Adam Peters type pick.
I think Zachariah, bro, like, to be honest, he got to go to the right scheme. He got to go to the right play caller.
Yeah. Kevin Coleman, Mizzou.
Yeah, I think we spoke to him this past week, or we got him. You know, I think I saw a report that we're going to bring him in for top 30. So yeah,
wow.
We don't never have. He about the same size as Eric Rivers, like 5'10"ish.
We don't never have wide receivers like this, bro.
What did he run?
Oh, I can look it up.
Radar gonna have to start doing
he's got to at least do AI
memos,
breakdowns or something.
Videos, something.
Yeah.
In the comments or something. I know you there, Radar. This Radar guy.
He can wear a mask if he wants to.
He ran a 4.49.
He ran a 4.49.
Yeah, 38-inch vert, 38.5-inch vert.
At 5'10".
Everybody.
Yeah, 5'10", 179. Yep, similar size to Eric Rivers. Eric Rivers ran a
man, look how he's
he's quick, man. He is quick.
That's what I'm saying. It's different, man. Like, he got football speed.
Yeah.
He ain't running no routes. He's just running to the open space. Like, look, like I haven't seen one route yet. Look, he's just running to the open space. And they can't do nothing with him. All right, Kyle, you up.
Yeah, Chris Brazzell, 6'5", 200 pounds, maybe a little bit light in the
That's
in the
a heck
loafers.
of a catch.
It's a beautiful catch. It zoomed in on it too. Oh, it passed it. If you go back, you can see the catch. He is an absolute, obviously he's a deep threat, but one-on-one against DBs, it's not even close. But here's his back shoulder type throw between two defenders, and he's able to turn around for this football and catch it, secure it with two hands. Just phenomenal, showcasing what he can do. Here, he's bullying the DB. If you got one-on-one with Chris Brazzell 30 yards downfield, just chalk it up. He's coming down with it. He's pulling away from it. Him being 6'5" just is an obvious mismatch against DBs. Here, middle of the field, poorly thrown ball. You'd like to see better hands, but he still comes down with it. Having to turn around behind him and then catch that football for the first down. This one's a 3rd and 8. I told you guys I love the down and distances. Another phenomenal catch over the middle. Him being 200 pounds, you'd think he'd be kind of scared about going over the middle. Not Chris Brazzell. He goes up and high points that football and brings it down. Another deep bomb here where he just wins it out.
Big Brock crazy.
Yeah, I know. What, does he hate him?
Crazy. No, he don't like Tyson and the other dudes. He said, "Warning: highlights may be better than Tyson and Banana." That's a great route. That's a great throw too.
He's not just
Look
a
how much
deep threat.
sideline he got. That's a heck of a route to get outside. Because like you wouldn't think that he would try that outside. If I'm the corner on his play, in no way he's gonna try to get me outside. There's no space.
Getting skinny,
Look how he gets
squeezing
skinny
through
to the boundary.
Yep.
Great.
Did you happen to look at his Tulane film?
I did not.
Okay.
I said this to DT last week. I typically will stay to this year, because I don't want last year to kind of conflate. Like, you know, the NFL is what have you done for me lately type league. Well, I want to see that continued production. I want to see what you did in 2025. But I will look at previous years to see like if there's like an influx, a deflux.
A lot of scouts say they go back at least 2.
They go back at least 2.
Like especially like edge rushers, they'll look at an edge rusher sophomore season, especially if they, you know, turned out like pretty solid over their junior or senior season. So yeah, it's just a thing. Who got
watch it. It's me. Watch this route, dude.
Yeah.
That's on a 2-point conversion. That's just disgusting. Of him doing that turnaround. Here he made
break. Oh, close your eyes, Smoke.
No, this was 24. We still beat them, but we good.
Love that fake block and then toss him aside for the touchdown. This one I enjoyed. He cuts it back up inside. Oh, I missed it.
We missed something.
I think it skipped it.
That's a heck of a catch.
That was on 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, cuts it back up, catches that ball.
That's a lot of traffic, man.
Yep. Look, and I will say one of the biggest issues with Lane is like he does show an issue with catching sometimes.
It's an individual catch.
But he's one of those cats where he comes down with the spectacular catches, but then struggles with the routine stuff at times. I think Treylon Burke showcased that last year. That was a nice one. But I think as a mid to late round guy, I think you could do a lot worse than Jacoby Lane. I think this is a dude that does stretch you north vertically, deep threat ability, but also being able to showcase over the middle and underneath. I think you could do pretty well with Jacoby Lane if you have an accurate thrower of the football, which we do.
He got some moves too. All right, Reggie Virgil, I believe that is one of our guys. That is DT.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll say this. Smoke, if you get a chance, try to watch Anthony Smith from ECU.
Okay.
I think he's going to be a UDFA, but I think you should watch him. He's from Maryland.
Watch how much cushion he has.
Reggie Virgil, 6'3", for all you guys that want somebody 6'2" and up. 6'3", 187. He ran a 4.57 40, 36-inch vert, 10.7 broad.
That's great blocking.
It's like everybody's going for that inside move.
Would you say his 40 was, Smoke?
4.57. Barn burner. Uh-oh. Not a barn burner. This game, Iowa about to beat Florida. Made it 3 with 3.9 seconds to go.
He plays a lot like Carnell Tate with a similar 40. He's playing man up. He didn't even get a hand on him.
Bracket is busted.
How is he still running?
Cyrus Allen, who's this? Is still DT?
He out of Cincinnati. Yeah. He's good. Yeah, I liked his Senior Bowl. I like Cyrus. He's a good slot. Good slot.
Cincinnati produces some good wide receivers, man. It's where Alec Pierce came out of.
Yep.
No, that's a heck of a move.
I watched this game live. I remember that play. I watched that.
That's on a line. That's what a linebacker.
That's what killed Bobby all year. Them type of routes.
Yep. That's exactly what killed Bobby.
Oh my goodness!
Hey! I watch that again.
Yeah, you got to rewind that.
4.5
this is not on the route tree. Like the route tree has grown, bro. There's so many more branches on the route tree because this is not on the route tree. This is not on the route tree. Sheesh.
He said, "Coach, I'm gonna do this week." All right, well, if you do, make it a touchdown.
Did it in practice.
Yeah,
he did it in practice. We tried.
I told you, Coach.
Dang, he caught him flat-footed.
He's just running by everybody.
He caught him flat-footed.
I just don't understand, man. They run the zone too deep, and they just let somebody run right in the middle of the field. No, he's just running by everybody. He just dropped it over the top. Just put it up. That's one of those. Just throw it up. Same move, bro. It's the same move. They're going for the same hesitation move. You're not catching him.
Was he the number one?
Skylar Bell, 6 foot, 192, 4.4, 440. 4.440, 41-inch vert for a guy that's 6 feet, 11.1 broad jump. He was top 3 in yards, and catches. He had an 81.8 PFF, 1,282 yards. That was 3rd out of 677 eligible wide receivers, 13 touchdowns. 4th out of 677 wide receivers. 102 catches. That was 2nd. Like this dude is top 5 in everything. Top 5 in everything, man. I know Lemon's getting all the pub and everything for being the best slot. Skylar Bell to me is the best slot in this draft, bro. Like I know what Lemon does, but Skylar Bell, man, he's bigger. He's stronger, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I believe you won't go wrong with Skylar Bell, bro. What else I got on him?
He was their offense at UConn. Like you couldn't talk about UConn without bringing up Skylar Bell. Like he was their offense besides their running game. And I think a lot of defenses were respecting Skylar Bell to the point where their running game were opened up. But he's a playmaker through and through.
He had 265 wide snaps, 158 slot. He's sudden out of his breaks, and he averaged 12.6 yards per catch this season. So Skylar Bell, man, he's really solid.
I did watch some Cameron the other day. Honestly, I don't know what's stopping him from converting to tight end. I think as an F-type tight end, he would be phenomenal. He's a big body dude. I think separation is going to be a big issue for him, but he does have contested catches. But I don't know what's stopping him from being an F-type tight end in the NFL for Josh Cameron.
That's interesting. What's up, Poole? Appreciate you, man, for tapping in. You get that Anquan Bolden. So I guess, but what's interesting is like 20. Like, how was his punt returns actually, Kyle? What you watched?
It doesn't show
average for a punt return. Don't say tight end to me.
No, and like that's the weird thing about Josh Cameron though is like he plays kind of in a slower way, but he is a bowling ball when he has the ball in his hands. And I don't mean like as an inline tight end. I mean more so as like your kind of F type. You can slide outside, get away with using that. But he's a big bodied dude. I do think that stretching the field, it's going to be limited in some capacity. But if you do get him the ball deep field, it's going to be hard for DBs to bring him down. He is a big dude.
Smoke, you think Bell can get to 205?
Yeah.
I don't think I need him to. He plays physical. He got great body control. Like I don't need Bell to get to gain weight. He's solid right now where he's at.
Yeah, we did Bernard post to King. My bad. It's a little earlier than this. Got to go back a little bit. He compared. He's comping him to JSN Bernard.
I don't see that, but I mean that's what his eyes see. So yeah, like I said, my comp was DJ Moore for Jeremy Bernard, like younger DJ Moore, not the DJ Moore we see now, but more so coming out of college, first 2 years in Carolina type.
It was at 25, Deuce.
Okay, great. I actually wanted to break down each. I'll try to do that. So you can go straight to a specific player. But of course, I didn't do that.
I mean, he's compact. I think he can add some more weight if need be, but you don't want to take too much speed away from him.
Yeah,
because he ran a 4.4 flat. So,
all right, Smoke.
Malachi Fields, man, another one of my Notre Dame guys, the transfer from the University of Virginia, 6'4", 222, 75.8 PFF, ran a 4.61 40, 38-inch vert. He's an ex-receiver as well. Great jump ball guy. You're going to see some stuff in this, especially in this Pittsburgh game. Man, this dude, man, he goes and gets it. Lays out, one hand, grab it, type of stuff. He's a day 2 draft pick. I always said, even before the Senior Bowl and the Scouting Combine, I thought he was somewhere in 3rd to the 4th round. But it was some part of this off-season draft cycle where some people were saying he was going in the 2nd. I don't see it. You know what I mean? He's not my type of receiver. I should say, like, I watched him closely this year. He's okay, but like I say, yeah, I agree with that. 4'6", 140. Like, you know what I mean? But he plays faster than that, but he's just a big body. He's 6'4", 222. 16 career touchdowns, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he's a good red zone threat. But, yeah, he's not my favorite cup of tea, but I did want to spotlight my guy.
He had to slide in a Notre Dame guy. Had to. I respect it.
About the 4th one.
Max Tomchak.
I don't know.
This is the one I added late. This is one of the late round UDFA type cats. Had over 1,000 yards receiving for Youngstown State. Obviously, it's hard to get a lot of film on him, but he operates all over the field. He's attacking the middle, attacking deep. He's going to be like your Cooper Cup esque type guys, Puka Nacua level guys, where if he goes to the right system and is able to operate underneath and be able to locate things, I think he's going to be just fine. But him and Anthony Smith, I think, are 2 names that from that lower end of the pool that could really produce at the next level. This was an out and up that I don't know how he got behind the DBs, but he did. It's hard to be able to see it because they don't have reviews or replays for this. But he did that out and up for that touchdown. That was absolutely that one. Yeah, if you go back one more. So if you watch,
catch right there.
He's at the bottom of the screen. Watch his out and up, somehow gets over top of them. I don't know how.
Youngstown.
It's Jim Tressel.
How you find him, Kyle?
He's the Jim Tressel's the athletic director, I think, for Youngstown State, if he still is. He was a late round projected. I think PFF has him ranked at like 364, I think, or something like that.
Bro, watch this quarterback throw the ball, bro. Watch how he throw the ball. Watch this right here. That's terrible mechanics, bro. UDFA.
And he slips underneath for the touchdown. Not somebody that's going to blow the doors off you as number one wide receiver, but operating underneath, I think he could be doing justice. And I watched Anthony Smith yesterday, and that's definitely a dude. He ran a 4.32, playing for East Carolina University. That's another name I would highly recommend any of you guys going to watch.
I don't know, Unc said the stream keeps stopping for him. I don't know.
I like that shirt, Smoke.
Oh yeah, it's one of my faithfuls, good old faithfuls.
If it's the video, Unc, it might just be the video because like it was freezing up a little bit. That's probably why I was stopping. But it's still on though. It got a little freeze. That's probably what it was. All right, so mock draft 6.0. We are now including trade. We are now including trades where we are trading back from 7. We're trading back from 7, and this is Radar is up first. DT will be next week, and so forth. And this is what we have. He traded back to 15, and he picked up 46 and 77. 46 and 77. First of all, start with you, Smoke. How do you like this trade? Do you think this is a realistic trade for the Bucks? I believe.
I like Dylan. I like Dylan, but I'm looking at what we got for that. Because our original pick was 771, 147,
and
Yes.
187 and so forth.
and then 187. Okay, all right.
Because
cool.
we originally we have 6 altogether.
Yeah.
And so
we
basically
walked out
we
with
got 46 and 77.
7 for 7. Ooh. I'm wondering what the Bucks traded up for. I would love to know that. But I'm not mad at it. I like Dylan. I think Dylan's the best single high safety in the draft. To get him at 15, I think that's great. Because I got him going as early as 12 to Dallas.
We live, Brock.
Chris Brazzell, getting to Chris Brazzell in the second. Not my favorite cup of tea at receiver, but we spotlighted him today. Denied Dennis Sutton getting that edge. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with adding that. Good old Connor Lou. Get a good old center at 77. So I'm not mad at it. Dylan Thieneman, denied Dennis Sutton, I should say, I like the most. And I could have got denied at 71. Chris Brazzell, I'm just not a fan of him. I'm not. I really am not. So it's a good draft, though. It's a good draft.
I think it's phenomenal for what he was able to do. Durante Jones would be able to get his Harrison Smith with Dylan Thieneman, being able to make a play coming up on the ball. Phenomenal in run support, playmaker in the back end, like Smoke said, talking about single high. I think that'd be a perfect fit for Dylan Thieneman. And then going to get Chris Brazzell, 6'5", 200-pound, be able to vertically. Teams have to respect it.
That's what's happening. See, I knew that was going to see that. That's what happened the last time.
Yeah, and then
that's what happened the last time.
Dennis Sutton, I think you could do a little bit better than that, Radar, but I'm not going to kill you too hard on it. And then getting Connor Lou here with that power run game, I think Connor Lou, it's going to take time for him to get back. I think he got injured this year, so maybe not competing right away for the center spot, but somebody you could groom and progress into the starting spot. I think it's something that is intriguing, but it's just for the immediate. What do you have at backup center to start the year? And that is a little bit of a concern. And then I think DT picked Dalen Everett in our cornerback episode, and it's a really good pick for corner. And then getting my boy Noah Whittington from Oregon, I think is one of the biggest running back sleepers in this class. I know the Commanders did meet with him and are heavily interested in him. That's what the rumor was. And then Eric Gentry, the freak, with how thin he is at linebacker, he had some great plays for USC. And obviously Henderson would know him very well. I think that's a very good pick. And I haven't watched much of J. Michael Sturdivant, but I'll have to say that, having one off that I don't all the way agree with, I think it's a really good pick. I think that he did a great job in this and adding a bunch of players that you could groom and use for long term.
All right. Yeah, that's what was happening. That's why Unc said they kept freeze. Remember I was telling you, Kyle, that's what happened one time before and the joint stopped.
It's probably my fault.
We probably got to figure out another way. Maybe I think it's the YouTube clips. Like if you sent the YouTube clips, I think that's what the issue is.
It's the ABC, NBC, Fox game. Yeah. They're the ones, but that's why I try to crop them and make them smaller so you don't see it. But when we use the wide angle where it shows the logo and everything, then it'll show up. So that's my bad. I'll make sure not to do that again.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We might gotta go just with the RAS. We'll see.
No, what I'll do is I'll just pay for all 22 and then I'll bite the bullet.
Yeah, I'm cool with this one, right? The safety pick, I'm like you, Smoke. I wanted to try to see what I mean. Actually, he didn't show what they actually picked. He just showed what was available around that time. And
I think Jeremiah Love was available, wasn't
he? Yep. When he moved back, he was.
And he moved back with the Bucks, right?
Yeah. Sonny was available. Jeremiah Love was available. Caleb Downs, Tyson.
Ooh, that's a drop off, bro. Like, yeah. That's a drop off, man. I'm sorry. Like I can't pass up on elite talent and hoping to Chris Brazzle or Connor Lou Pop. I can't do that, bro. Like, nah, I just can't. Like,
I can't move off of Love, man. I
can't move off of Love, Styles. Like, I can't do that. I'm not letting it, especially if another team in the conference moved up to get one of those two. Like, come on, bro. Like I know that's the part of the exercise, but at the same time, woo.
And I can't Brock, we're gonna run a live one in a couple weeks. We're gonna run a live one. Yeah, I hate Rash is trash. You know how I feel about the Rash. Rash is trash. Rash gets you fired. And then we're gonna do our combined mock towards the end. But yeah, man, DT has some stuff he had to deal with outside, so we might try to run his receivers back next week. We kind of started, we started on time, but we was late, right? Like a lot of us had some stuff that we was doing, and so we had some last minute changes. But those are the wide receivers. We went over a few of them. There were like 6 or 7 more that I did want to look at. That's in the back half of the draft. That goes like from 5 through 7, because we do have 3 picks the back of day 3. So just some options that's there just in case we don't go wide receiver early. And maybe we'll kind of work on that for next week, but we'll see, man. Outside of that, what you got, Smoke?
Hey, man, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Riddle Radio, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I think we at that dry period. We're entering that dry period right before the draft and stuff like that. Well, actually, no. Deuce, you sent out something about major pro days this week. So we're gonna be looking into that. We're gonna talk about that on the Riddle Radio and stuff like that. So don't look back. We're not going that way.
Pro Day Gate.
What you got this week, Kyle?
Nothing much. Probably gonna be recording tomorrow before I head out and be able to talk about the latest and greatest with Washington and a lot of the draft picks and what we think of them. It's going to be a lot of fun. The draft season is really kicking up now, and obviously with free agency in the rear view, everyone's looking forward to the draft, and things are getting hot and heavy. You know, every single week there's somebody new that somebody wants, and this week it's been Jordan Tyson. Probably next week is going to be Carnell Tate, and after that it's going to be Mekhi Lemon. So who knows what it's going to be when it comes around next time. What position do we have next week?
Oh, I'm thinking about doing wide receivers again, running wide receivers back.
Because last year we did tackle as the last one, and we took Josh Connerly in the first. So if we're doing wide receiver last, that tells
wide receiver is not last.
What's last then?
Hold on, because we just did wide receivers today, but we might run it back next week. Because I don't know what they're going to do with this episode. They might.
What do we have left?
Hold on, I'm about to get.
We only got one more left.
DTs.
Yeah, it was D tackles in the mock draft supposedly. Oh, that's somewhere in here. Hold on. That's why we can't pen messages. Let me see. Hold up.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Dang, how long ago was this?
A little ways.
Yeah, wide receivers, then D-line and mock draft.
Yeah.
So actually next week we'll run back the wide receivers. And what we'll do is we'll include DTs. We'll take out the day 1 and day 2 wide receivers. So let's take them out. And then y'all pick another wide receiver, preferably between like day 3 wide receivers, and then we'll run those back for next week. And then DT can go over his guys too.
All right, I claim Anthony Smith and Max Tomacek.
We already had him. You just reclipped that.
Yep. So we're gonna do that again.
All right, you good with that, Smoke?
Yeah.
All right, we'll let everybody know. And we're gonna put radar list last, right? If he ain't gonna do no audio clip. All right, man. We about to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, taking the time. We know your time is very valuable to spend it with us. We absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart.